John, I don't quite understand why this is not a bigger story. This is a pretty big deal if medical scientists have found a combination of existing drugs that we know to be safe work to cure this, to get the virus load completely gone after 6 days. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge, and we can only hope that the FDA will step out of the way of progress and get these things done, make this available to the American people. This was first found in France. Australian researchers have also made similar studies and had similar results. And it's just very important that the government realizes these are not normal times right now. Even if it was normal times, these regulations basically put a damper in research. They cause slowdowns in our economy and for our healthcare system. And it's really disturbing. One good sign of this is Donald Trump signed some right to try legislation. It was pioneered by the Goldwater Institute in Arizona. And what it does is if someone is facing illness, especially a terminal illness, the FDA needs to get out of the way and let people try what they can try, because a lot of these people don't have 2 years to wait until it's approved by a government bureaucrat somewhere in D.C. They need the help now, and it's worth a try here as well.
Well, here's I guess the part that I don't understand. So when you're talking about this right to try legislation, you're talking about the right to try experimental drugs that have not been tested for safety, not just in that particular scenario, but maybe overall, drugs that are just newly being developed. That's not the scenario here. The scenario here is this anti-malaria drug, hydroxychloroquine. This has been around for decades. This has been around. Z-Paks, probably every viewer watching the show has used this as an antibiotic at some point. These are drugs that are in wide use in the United States and all over the world. These are not new experimental drugs. Basically, what is the FDA thinking? I mean, aren't these people who have COVID-19 in our nation, aren't they even going to be given a choice themselves?